What's good, y'all? It's your boy CrayG, and welcome back to another Need for Speed Heat video. Today we're going to be talking about 5 things that I think should be in the Need for Speed Heat update. Now, we don't have any solid info on when the update is dropping. We don't have any solid info on what's going to be in the update other than the little Reddit post that had like the little store in the start menu and the seasons, which I don't really know too much about, but I've kind of made up like my own little list of things that I think should be added in the first update. So we're going to go over those, man. If you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like and hit that sub button if you've been enjoying the content on the channel. Road to 50K, we are so close. Let's get there, man. Honestly, man, the main thing that I think should be added into the update, which is probably what everyone really wants, at the end of the day, I know content is king, you know what I mean? And adding content will, you know, keep people around for longer as far as giving people more things to do in the game. But I think that new cars are a definite, man, because I know these cars are getting stale to a lot of people. You can only do so many builds, you know what I mean? You can only do so many builds. They kind of got to switch it up a little bit, and I feel like the car list should have been a lot it should have had a lot more depth than what it does have. There are certain cars that were in previous Need for Speeds that aren't even in Heat, which I don't understand. Like, why shorten the car list? You know what I mean? Now, if Need for Speed had like Forza's car list, I feel like there would be so much more to do, so many more car builds to make, and there would be so much more content there already because there's a lot more cars in the game. The whole debate regarding what the best car in the game is would be different because I don't think the RSR would be king. We had like a Forza car list where there was so many more cars to choose from and so many more builds to make, and all of those engines. Granted, I understand it's a lot of work and they may not have had the budget for that, but come on now, it's EA, it's Need for Speed. This is a top game, man, top racing game, up there with all the other racing games. They should have the budget for those kind of things, or they should at least have the mindset to want to add a lot more cars into the game. Granted, I know they will, but I just feel like it's better to add them sooner than later. Some of the cars that I kind of want to see, man, are like the Nissan 300ZX, the Mazda RX-7 FC, the Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX, like just like more of those kind of cars, a lot of tuners. And I know not everybody likes tuners, you know what I mean? Most people are like supercars, a lot of people like muscle cars and stuff like that. That's cool, but I'm a tuner car guy, so of course I'm gonna want more tuners in the game, but that's just me, man. Now, going into the next thing I think should be added in the update is maybe like an extension to the storyline, because I mean, let's be honest here, the story was pretty short. When I did that last mission, I was like, wait, this is the last mission? Like, this is the last mission? This story ended pretty fast, and I feel like there's a lot of plot holes that need to be filled. So I feel like an extension to the story could be great. Maybe we figure out where Shaw has been after all this time, or maybe Mercer comes back, or we figure out what's going on with Torres and how she's running the police, how she's running the you know, the racing task force or whatever it's called. I feel like there's a lot that still needs to be said and a lot that needs to be shown to us. Because the story was good, but it was just too quick. And I would actually kind of like to see a little bit more backstory on Anna and her brother, because they seem like they've been through a lot in their life, especially with how her brother was talking about what happened with the dad and how he felt like it was his fault that he died and stuff like that. So I feel like there's a lot that needs to be spoken about, and I think that would be a good thing to do. Extend the storyline a little bit, man. Give us some more missions, give us some more races from the other characters or something, man. Give us some more stuff to do. It'd be great. A lot of people were talking about a rep level increase, and I mean, I get it, you know, rep 50, people got there kind of quick, but as far as a rep level increase, what would the incentive be? All this rep that we get in the nighttime, it goes nowhere, of course, but I feel like in order for them to add a rep level increase, they would have to add incentives. They would have to add things for us to be able to unlock upon reaching those higher rep levels. Like, what's the point of getting to rep 2000 if we still have the same shit that we unlocked at rep 50? Like, just to have the higher number, give us more stuff to unlock. Like, let us unlock crazy underglows or decals or more cars and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Give us incentive for a higher rep level. I think a higher rep level would be okay. That'd be something good to add to the game and give us more of a reason to grind nighttime. I agree, but there has to be incentive. We can't just be grinding around and getting higher rep for no reason at all. I just don't see the point in it, honestly. All right, so honestly, this video is probably gonna be more than 5 things, but I don't really care. I'm just giving out what I think should be added in the update, man. And I know this is probably a lot for the first update. They're probably gonna stretch these things out, but I'm telling you, it would be better to just load us with shit in the first update, give us plenty of shit to do, so we don't have to, you know what I'm saying, worry about more content. We can give you guys time to work on more content for us. Just give us a lot of shit to do so we don't get bored fast, you know what I mean? Now, the main thing that I want to get at when it comes to what should be added in the next update, man, and I think this will have a big impact on online play, and it'll bring, because of course they probably lost a small amount of the player base. I'm not gonna say a bunch of people have left the game, because I honestly just don't think that's the case. I mean, you have your stubborn people that are like, oh, there's no content, I'm not gonna play. Honestly, I still have fun playing the game every now and then, but as far as playing it for a long amount of time and not getting bored, I can't say that, you know, I don't get kind of restless when I'm playing this for 4 to 5 hours. Even when I'm playing with subscribers and doing races and stuff, that stuff is fun, but I just feel like more content would keep more people around for longer. It would definitely keep me playing it for longer. But honestly, the kicker for me, man, is custom lobbies and custom races. I think that would be crazy, and it would open the door for a lot more content and a lot more fun when it comes to being online. Imagine being able to have a custom lobby where you can turn certain things off. You can turn off traffic, or you can turn off police, or you can like up the traffic for more intense racing and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And the ability to do custom races will be crazy. If you take a look at the map, look at all these roads on the map, right? If they gave us the ability to make our own custom races, our own custom drift races, off-road races, circuits, sprint races, like they gave us some kind of creator mode where we can go in and just place checkpoints, a start and then place checkpoints all the way to an end. That would be enough content for me right there to play the game for a whole nother year. Look at this map right here. Imagine how many different races and events and stuff that we would be able to create with a custom race creator. I feel like that would be so dope, man. And that paired with the ability to customize the lobbies however we want, turn off police at night or stuff like that, or add traffic into races at daytime to make it more competitive. I think that would be a great idea, man. And I feel like it should be deeper than that still. Let's say I'm holding a custom lobby, right? And I want to turn off certain things, or I want to restrict it to certain car tiers. Like we can only use tier 200 cars or tier 300 cars, or you got to max out at a certain amount of horsepower just to make it that much more competitive and that much more interesting when it comes to racing. Or I can turn off nitrous, or turn, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. There's a lot that can be added to the game. These things may be added later down the road in future updates, but I think for the first update, this will be pretty good to keep us occupied and to keep us happy, so that we're willing to be patient enough for more updates down the road. I heard time speculation. This is not solid info and this has not been confirmed, so please don't quote me on this. This is just what I heard floating around the community, but the first update for Need for Speed would be coming around late January to early February. That's too long. Of course I'm gonna continue to play the game, but as far as continuing to have huge amounts of fun playing the game for hours and hours upon hours, and having to wait for an update in late January, early February. I mean, January just started. It's the beginning of the new year. Honestly, if it was me, I would have started off the new year with an update. January 1st, there would have been a new update. You know what I mean? But I understand they probably don't want to rush out content. They don't want to mess things up. They don't want to mess the game up and leave a bunch of things unfinished or broken and glitches and stuff like that. I get that. I can understand that. But at the same time, there has to be a level of urgency when it comes to this stuff, man. Even if they came out tomorrow and said, all right, guys, we're going to drop an update on January 20th. And this, and this is gonna be added in the update. Cool. That's cool. At least you're keeping us in the loop and letting us know what's going on, instead of being silent about it with no word as to when an update is gonna come, no word as to what's gonna be in the update. We're just kind of left on the hanger. You know what I mean? But once again, like I said, I understand, man. I feel like they're not in full control of what they can do as far as letting the community know about what content may be released and stuff like that. They pretty much have their hands tied with it, so you know, I can understand some of that. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just drifting aimlessly around the city. Like, I can do this all night. I can just drive around the city and just drift. But after a while, it does get kind of boring, you know? and you get kind of restless. Oh, I got a heat level. Don't want to go near that police officer. I'm gonna just go over here by the water. I don't think this is gonna come in the first update, but I do think a map expansion would be dope. Now, I don't think there's ever been an actual map expansion update when it came to a Need for Speed game. Somebody comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I don't remember there ever being any kind of map expansion. Need for Speed Heat, we didn't really have a map expansion. Payback, they didn't expand the map in any way. I know I saw a video on YouTube, I forget the guy's name. I'll try to link it below if I remember his name, but I saw this video of the guy glitching out the map, and there was like other spots with actual textured stuff on the map. Like it's like up here, he would glitch out here, and then he glitched down like by the train tracks and stuff. All this stuff, these buildings over here, like look at this stuff. It seems like they're getting ready for some kind of map expansions. I mean, come on now, it's 2020. Need for Speed, you guys got to step your game up. A map expansion would be dope. Even though we have this huge map right here to explore, after a while it gets a little bit stale. It seems kind of Grand Theft Auto-ish. If you guys have played GTA, you know there's a little bit of city and the rest is just country and wildlands and mountains, right? And they have like this little port city over here, which is not really a city, it's more so industrial. But I feel like they need more. They just need more. And I may sound greedy asking for more, because the game dropped with a lot, you know. Of course, the game dropped with a lot. You're gonna have your people that go down in the comments like, oh, you guys are greedy, or just be patient. I'm willing to be patient for an update. I'm not saying that I'm gonna quit the game if they don't update it, you know what I mean? But I'm willing to be patient. It's just there needs to be some urgency. And I feel like at least let us know what plans you guys have ASAP, so we can have something to look forward to, and so we're not just in the dark forever. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Those were just a couple of things that I think should be added to the first update. They probably won't all be, but we'll see what happens. Drop a like and hit that sub button if you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next video. Deuces.